Okay, well, you've made it all the way through arithmetic sequences and series, and now you're rocking for the last part of this sequences and series types of questions. This is called the geometric sequence. We've already talked about it in class. The only big difference in geometric versus arithmetic, again, is arithmetic you add from term to term. With geometric, you multiply from term to term. When you have a common difference in arithmetic, that means that there's a subtraction that I can do from the second term to the first term, or the third term to the second term. And that's why, in order for us to figure out how much we add, we go from the higher number minus the lower number and we subtract, and that's why it's called difference. When we do the geometric sequence, what we're going to do with that is we're going to take the second term and divide it by the first term, the third term divided by the second term, fourth term divided by the third term, and so on, to check to see if something's geometric or not. If it does, instead of D like we did with arithmetic sequences, we're going to use R for ratio. So ratio, remember, is like division, because we're using division to figure out how much we need to multiply. So we're kind of working backwards so we can move forwards. Just like the common difference was subtraction, and we found that in order to find the addition we needed to go forward. All right, so we're going to talk about geometric, and we're going to do the exact same things we were doing with arithmetic in terms of finding the sum of X amount of terms, We've got some other things that we're going to do slightly different, because with geometric we're also going to talk about an infinite series, which we haven't talked about before, and how does that work. But again, all the stuff that we do, the formulas, you do not need to memorize. However, you do need to know when to use them. And so hopefully throughout your practice, you will get practiced enough where you know when to use what formula. Again, you can have the formula sheet in front of you if you want to, but again, the formula sheet is not going to tell you when to use those formulas. You've got to know when. So let's start it off.